I think the knee-jerk reaction is Facebook and Twitter. That's what everyone thinks it is. Social media is so much more than that. I couldn't name off the top of my head, but we analyse close to 150 million different permutations of social media. Anything from blogs, news reviews, consumer. I guess we call them spaces, I suppose. So these are all digital areas where people come to have conversations. I think the initial reaction for organisations is to broadcast to that community. And from our research and from our own analytics, we can actually see people pulling back when that happens. If you take, for example, a conversation between you and I, if we were talking about a vehicle, and then a second-hand car salesman was to quickly interrupt us, we'd automatically pull back. Now that happens on social media at scale. So I think what's happening is organisations are struggling to know whether it's appropriate time to broadcast, is it an appropriate time to actually engage in conversation, or is it somewhere where we should actually just stand back and actually just listen to what the community is saying in order to drive an insight? Based on those two findings, we've got two areas in which we focus on. So we've got social media analytics, which is delivered by NetBase. They've got this fantastic thing called a natural language processor. It's essentially, if we take like a 12 to 13-year-old's brain, and we put 25 million sound bites through per second, we're able to understand behaviours, sentiment, and emotions, and pull that out in very intelligent data. So we've got the listening component down. The other piece we've got is social media engagement. So we call that cloud for social. And that's, for the first time, we're starting to see a safety net now, where we can take those communications that happen. For example, if I was to come through and say at Telstra, then that would be then captured within a CRM, so to speak, so that social media profile actually becomes an individual to my organisation and never falls through the net, I suppose, that's out there in social media. And I think the third part to that is those data sets then are made available through APIs into our HANA platform, into our in-memory computing, which for the first time we've got an external worldview of what people think and feel about a brand, and we can mesh that over an internal perspective as well. Look, I think it's going to become more important as social media becomes the main place and where people communicate. So, once upon a time, we had websites, and everyone got a website just because it was available. And now I don't care. So I don't go to someone's website and go, I wonder what their mission statement is. I want to go to somewhere where I can engage with someone at the other end. And so I think as we shift there, it's going to be more and more and more important to understand those communities, where they are, so we can talk to them. And then at the same time, at scale, is actually use that insight to actually drive our services and our client services and their products, and position things that people are actually looking for and that they want. And I think that's going to be a massive part of it.